Hi everyone. I would like to first off start off by showing you something. This is what a bad resume looks like. As you can see, it's still well organized and everything still looks right. But this is what a perfectly good resume looks like. The font's a little bit different, everything's a little bit more clear, it's easier to read. Not only that, but the information is on it a little bit better. The way that I got the information to be better was by procuring myself an internship in a co-op. Have you ever gotten a job? If so, what was the longest that you've ever held on to it? Odds are we're still pretty young, so you most likely haven't had that job for too long. Most people do not have enough work experience fresh out of college to truly impress an employer and keep a job. But that's what this speech is about. It's to encourage you to get up and go procure yourself an internship so that you can have a safe future financially. Internships and co-ops are the perfect route to get experience. I say this because no matter what job you're in, getting the job will teach you how to do it probably just as good, if not better, than what a college degree can. In 2013, there was a report by High Flyer saying research concluded that college graduates without work experience have little chance of getting a job, from Brazen Life 1. A real life example is if an employer is looking at two resumes and one person has experience and the other one doesn't, obviously that employer is going to grab the person that does have the experience. In order to keep a job, internships help you, understand the knowledge that's necessary. They help you understand the next step that you're going to be taking when you're actually getting to your job. Instead of sitting there and asking the whole entire time for your employer to tell you what your next step is, you should already know what your next step is. Doing an internship for an entire summer can 100% improve your odds of getting hired. They show people how professional you are, and if you have a good reference from them, you can end up getting a lot of benefits from that. Internships will introduce you to the right people to network with. Bosses, supervisors, and important members of the company are very nice to know. Having any of those will act immediately as a buff to your resume, and then you can send that in to your real employer after these internships, and you can get a lot better of a deal working for someone than what you did without experience. Network to where you could get a better reference. Employers are looking for more than just technical skills and knowledge of a degree and having discipline. That's from Emerald Publishing. That goes hand in hand with the comment of whether the counter argument of knowledge being just as important as experience, talking about college and workplace lives. Companies want to hire a young and knowledgeable college grad with the experience they can build off of. They don't want to build it completely themselves. Both are important, but workplace experience will complement your academic studies and providing another way of learning outside of the classroom. That's also from Emerald Publishing. Most bosses at one point were on the bottom of the work floor and they had to end up working their ways up, but they ended up knowing everything that the company does and becoming the boss after a while because of their workplace experience. When somebody is trying to hire you and you're fresh out of college, it says from Bradford that internship came back as the most important thing employers look for when evaluating a recent graduate, and I believe that extremely. Anybody can get a degree, but how many people can keep a job? Work experience can even change a personality for the better. Take somebody, for example, like Ben Franklin. We all know him, we all know of his legends and everything, and overall, his workplace attitude was pretty poor. In Dale Carnegie's book, he writes, he was a big enough and wise enough man to realize that it was true to sense that he was headed for failure and social disaster, as what can happen when you don't, truly focus on your job or know what you're doing or, just being bad around other people in general. Those are the things that an internship can end up fixing for you and turning around. Internships help students learn all about workplace culture, employee relations, and leadership structure. That's from Mayo 1. I would like to talk about the things and how I relate to getting an internship. I've already had one internship, but I would also like to talk about how my dad utilized his 3 internships and work experience to send out 63 resumes to 63 different companies. Over these 63, 20 of them came back to him within a month, and he just got to pick and choose which company that he actually wanted to work for. So having work experience under his belt helped him. Get on your phone for 10 minutes today, tomorrow, and the next day, and drop a resume in a possible internship company that you wouldn't actually mind working for. When you end up doing this, odds are within a month or two, they could or could not respond, and you could always call and ask them about it. But if you buff up your resume through internships, odds are if you drop your next resume in there a year later, they will call you back. That's all for why I believe that coming out and getting an internship or co-op during the summer is going to end up being one of the best beneficial moves that you can make in your college career. Thank you guys. Have a great day.